Ka'alayim la Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachach Double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone who rule well, teach well with sincerity, honesty, and integrity. The brothers who labor in this truth, putting their life on the line, especially in these times. And you brothers and you very few sisters believe in this truth wholeheartedly, sincerely. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right, I'm going to make this brief through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Pray that it's edifying. All right. This is a quick update on what's going on in the world today. Quick news update. We'll throw some precepts behind it. Again, pray that it's edifying. All right. So Ukraine war. Russia tightens ties with China as West offers 16 billion lifeline to Kyiv. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin cemented friendship between China and Russia and jointly criticized the West, which moved to buttress Ukraine against Moscow's invasion with nearly 16 billion in financial aid and faster delivery of battle tanks. The Chinese leader visit to Moscow, long touted by the Kremlin as a show of support from its most powerful friend, featured plenty of demonstrative bonhomie on Tuesday. Yi and the Russian president referred to each other as dear friends, promised economic cooperation, and described their countries' relations as the best they have ever been. A joint statement included familiar accusations against the West that the United States was undermining global stability and NATO barging into the Asia-Pacific region. The West has sought to isolate Russia over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, and Putin faces an arrest warrant from the International Crime Court and global sanctions against his government and economy. Putin praised Xi for a peace plan for Ukraine that he proposed last month and blamed Kyiv in the West for rejecting it. But Yi, who was due to depart Moscow on Wednesday, barely mentioned the conflict, saying that China had an impartial position on it. Responding to the meeting, the White House said China's position was not impartial and urged Beijing to pressure Russia to withdraw from Ukraine's sovereign territory to the end the war. And that's just, again, these Esau, Edom, America, that harlot that sit upon the beast, thinking that, has that proud, again, going into the pride of Don Hart, man, telling them how to operate. When they have like they say, they have a friendship that is tightened, that is they're coming more together. They're coming together as the West is doing what they doing, and they're opposite. They're opposed to one another, man. Like that's the pride of Esau, Edom, man. That's the pride of America, man. And that's why they said the marine, the few, the proud. Roughly, but they know that they're very proud, man. All right, let's go. Putin responding to the meeting, the White House said China's position was not impartial and urged Beijing to pressure Russia to withdraw from Ukraine's sovereign territory to end the war. Send the money tanks to Kyiv. In Washington, the International Monetary Fund, a UN agency over which the United States hold major control, announced that after months of negotiations, it reached preliminary agreement that Kyiv on a 4-year loan package of about $15.6 billion. The money would help shore up Ukraine, which has suffered extensive damage to its infrastructure and economy during Russia's year-long invasion. The IMF said it expects Ukraine's economy to show growth in 2023 of 3% to 1%. So there you go. They're backing Ukraine while this war is going on. So it's a proxy war. They sending tanks. They sending Germany sending fighter pilots, right? So they're backing these people as they in war. All right. Let me see. There was some more. Um, you know what? I'll end it there. But bottom line, man, the Lord is putting it in these kings' heart. We'll get that. The Lord's putting in these kings' heart to do what they're doing right now, gearing up for war, man. Like it says in Joel, the weak, let the weak say I'm strong. The mighty men, they're coming together, right? But let's just grab a few precepts. Go to Proverbs. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will. So there's nothing Esau Edom can do to stop this, man. There's nothing that Babylon here in America can do to stop this, man. The Lord is putting it in these kings' heart to come together, have these joint meetings, do joint war exercise, right? To get them and gear them up and get them prepared for battle. So let's go to that. Joel, just real quick. Joel 3:9, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. You see, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Right? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. Right? Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves round about thither, cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. All right, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh's Shaphat, Yahweh's judgment, right? For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So this war, these men are being the Lord is putting it in their spirit to turn turn, like I said, beat your plowshares into swords, man. Turn your agriculture instruments into instruments of war, man. To build, to shoot out nukes and create more nukes, right? More ICBM missiles, right? Russia is the leading country with the most ICBM missiles, man. You have all these other nations that's gearing up, man. They said, let the weak say I'm strong. These other nations, you have North Korea shooting up their missiles, right? Testing out their missiles. And who is their opposition? The West, America, man. So they're not gonna. These people are getting sick and tired of the America telling them what they can't do, So the Lord is putting it in their spirits, man, to get ready for war, man. And that third war is coming, man. And that's how we know this, because the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is not gonna return unto him void, right? This prophecy is gonna come to pass, because thus saith the Lord. He's a man that will not lie. He's a man that's not gonna change. So we know the end of Esau Edom's kingdom is coming, man. In the beginning of Yahweh Shai's kingdom is coming, man. Let me get this real quick. CDC study warns of dramatic increase in deadly fungus across U.S. All right. Candida auris, a rare and sometimes deadly fungal disease, is spreading through the U.S. The Centers for Disease Control Prevention warned this week, citing a dramatic increase in cases. All right, I'm not gonna go too much in this, because you know how they like to mess with your stuff with the algorithm. But matter of fact, this was not even the one I wanted anyways. But bottom line is, it's showing you more pestilence is plaguing the world. And these things is gonna continue to ramp up, especially after people done took the juicy juice. You know, they got all types of things that's in them that not supposed to be in their body. You know, and if you've seen the documentary Die Suddenly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, these people are wicked, man. And when you trust in the wicked, what you think the wicked is gonna do? They're gonna show you who they really are. They're gonna show you their true colors, man. And you seeing that, right? You seeing people dying all different types of ways, man. But like it says, a deadly fungus across the U.S. So more and more of these things is gonna come out, man. It's gonna be more and more diseases, more and more things that's gonna, cause a lot of people to be put to death, and that's the Lord doing it, man. Because the Lord is putting it. He gave Esau Edom the sword, right? He gave him the blessing of death and destruction. So the Lord is using this man to do exactly what he need him to do. Well, don't be surprised, man, if this man ain't behind this. Esau Edom ain't behind this as well, man. And most likely he is, man. Because he's behind mostly everything, because the Lord put him in charge of that, man. He put him in charge of being the sword, man. Right? Matter of fact, if you get that in just you know what? Revelation 6:4, and there went out another horse that was red, so Esau Edom, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So the Lord gave him that great sword, man. That was his blessing. So that's why you're seeing more death and destruction, man. And don't be surprised when you see death. Wherever you see death, this man's right is the right behind it, man. He's right behind it. He's not too far from the death and destruction that you're seeing. All right. I'm not gonna hold it longer, but just giving you some updates of what's going on in the world, man. And as we're supposed to do, continue to watch and pray, man. And we're soon almost out of here, man. Through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect.